Let me share with you real quick why I chose Nerium. But before I do that, let me give you a little bit of my background. I was in the military, did the Desert Storm thing, figured out that wasn't for me. Got out and worked in corporate America. Did a little bit of sales, wasn't really my thing either, and decided to get into the industry actually about early 90s. And had some decent success in the industry, but nothing over the top until mid 2000s. And in the mid 2000s, I actually went to become a six-figure earner. It was based on the training and some of the things I learned over time. However, it was still just very, very difficult work to maintain that kind of income. It never seemed that the dream of, beach money or residual income was ever really going to hit. And I was working, I don't even know how many hours a week. I remember it got to the point where my family was taking vacation, but I couldn't just because I needed to maintain. And I had recruited a handful of folks. I don't remember the exact number, but I had 26 people across my front line, which were 26 management issues for sake of argument. And after years of again, being successful in the industry, I took a hiatus. I got out of the industry. I actually took about a break for 3 years. And then I eventually heard about Nerium. I was actually on a Facebook chat and somebody had mentioned that um, they heard that Jeff Olson had started a company, and they actually thought the company was called Delirium, and I'm trying to find it, couldn't find anything. Eventually, of course, came across the information, and I'm thinking skincare. I don't know anything about skincare. Again, my background was more on the engineering, left brain type of side, but definitely not anything wrapped around skincare. But I did know that anything that these guys touched turned to gold. And I needed to do a little bit more research on it because I just wasn't going to jump into something again. And even though that it all seemed promising, I just had to get it right for me. And I did some pretty extensive research and found that this was the real deal, with the national testing lab results, just where the product came in, who was behind it with Nerium Biotech, what they were doing there. As a matter of fact, I have a friend that her parents made millions in the cosmetic skincare industry, and they had, when I brought Nerium up to them, they had actually compared it to Latisse, which at the time I had no clue what that was. And Latisse is the eyelash grower that they found when they were doing glaucoma research. So it wasn't even developed to be an eyelash grower. Same thing with Nerium. It wasn't developed to be an anti-aging wrinkle type of cream. It was an accidental discovery. And when I put all that information together, I figured, you know what? I'm going to jump into the industry and really, give it a whirl. My wife at first wasn't too happy about it. But really, what really won her is the use of the product. She tried the product. 5 days later, there was considerable change. As a matter of fact, I woke up that morning. I'm like, "Oh, honey, something's changed. I swear." And her response was, "Oh, be quiet. You know those guys. You're just trying to sell something." Loving wife, right? But anyways, she did notice results when I held the pictures side by side. Day 15 had a significant difference. It literally got to the point where she was coming home with sticky notes with people that knew her. And she said they were coming like within inches of her face going, "Michelle, what are you doing to your skin? It looks better. Your wrinkles." I mean, they were making some kind of comment. And I was calling these folks up from that sticky note going, "Okay, we have this wonderful cream here." And fortunately, I didn't know enough about it to talk too much. It was a matter of just getting videos in their hand that are all included in our back office, or getting products in their hand. I mean, that was the extent of it. That's all I did was email videos, send out product. In the first month, no breakthrough, nothing, record breaking, so to speak. But within 80 days, Nerium said, "Go pick out a Lexus." So it was pretty amazing how this thing grew. And what's great about it is it's very, very systematic. Um, a picture's worth 1,000 words. We've all heard that before. So when we're sharing pictures and we're sharing videos, excuse me, we're sharing the product, it's very easy to do. We want to do about this much talking and this much sharing, this much third-party tools, if you will, to really help get the message out there. And if you do that, you can have success like other folks have had on our team. We had one gentleman, Lexus, qualify in 47 days. We had one lady, iPad, qualify, meaning she went director, in 9 days. We have all kinds of stories like this to see folks fast start qualifying, going senior brand partner, director, senior director, executive director. I mean, it's just amazing where this company has gone. But what I really found and what really attracted me to Nerium, because I was still in the first 6 months more in exploratory stage, is I wanted to see how everything worked in conjunction, not just the system of getting information out there. Because most companies will have a system, but they might not have the other end. They might not have a solid product. They might not have a solid compensation. They might not have a solid business model on the way everything really comes together. And what I found is Nerium has all of them. Obviously, the product's solid. You can find all that information out. The compensation plan is absolutely amazing. What it took me 9 years to do in the other company, and I was a six-figure earner, but that was all upfront money. The back end money, it was growing, but it wasn't huge, like you would think. After 14,000 customers on the team and over 1,000 independent distributors, for sake of argument. And within Nerium, within the first year, residually, my income was more than half of what it was after 9 years with that other company. We're nowhere near 14,000 customers. So that proved to be very, very unique. But more importantly, what I found is this is true team effort. This is the thing that excites me the most. When somebody comes on with Nerium, it's not good luck, I hope you do okay. It's obviously all the systems and the trainings and everything that you hear in the industry. But more importantly, you can't get past the third rank in this company without team building. It's impossible. Whereas most other companies, and I'm just going to use numbers as rank here. Let's say you're a rank 4. You recruit somebody, they're a rank 1. As they get closer to you, what happens to your income? It diminishes, right? Because of the overrides. And they go down as that person advances in rank and gets closer to you. That's one of the nearly 10 ways we get paid is that. So what's really great though is that your group volume's increasing, and that's where it's all at. It's all about creating group volume with you and a team, and it's really about having 3 solid legs. You don't need to go 26 wide and have 26 management issues. Let's work with a handful and let's just start team building. And that's exactly what I've done here in Nerium. It's made this industry much, much easier to deal with. It's actually fun. We're seeing changes. We're seeing people make money. We're seeing people getting in a Lexus in a middle rank. Actually, it's a middle to lower rank of the company versus the high-end ranks. I mean, Nerium is just phenomenal in all aspects. So that's why I chose Nerium. I'm very, very excited about it now. If you're looking at this video considering joining our team, I strongly encourage that you reach out to the person who invited you. Let's get on a 3-way call. Let's get on an introduction call just so we can explain a little bit more. What you're really going to find out about Nerium, we don't hard sell. We don't pressure. This isn't like a timeshare sell or anything like that. It's just really fun information sharing and the product's working. So good luck to you on your decision, and we really look forward to working with you if it makes sense.